Add another country to the list. I've now flown in Paraguay. I am so happy I got to fly. I am just so happy. 2 really amazing flights right in a row.
Good morning. Bike is running well, got it all packed up, and we're ready to go ahead and hit Paraguay today. So hopefully the border crossing will be okay. Evil Villain 42 is here with all her crap, and so she has to go to a bus station, but I'm gonna hop on the bike and try to get ahead of her because the border crossing is gonna take me a lot longer than it's gonna take her because of the motorcycle. So all right, time to get on the road.
The first leg of this week's journey would start from the city of Formosa, Argentina. I would leave first and head to Paraguay, crossing the border at the city of Asunción. Later that evening, Evil Villain number 42 would catch a bus and I would meet her at the border when she arrived.
As of right now, I have only found an option to leave at 7:15 this evening, and Chris already left and went ahead of me because, you know, his border crossings are a little bit more difficult and take a lot more time. So I'm at another ticketing office, so I'm going to see if I can get out of here a little bit sooner. So I'll let you know.
Leaving her behind, I headed towards Paraguay, which was fairly uneventful except for the myriad of bugs I had to drive through, so please forgive the camera lens. And while I was enjoying the peaceful ride, Evil Villain 42 was having some sort of woman crisis.
I cannot find hairspray anywhere. And every time I go in, I find a woman and I ask them, do you have hairspray? You know, aerosol. And they always take me to gel. And they say, just gel it back.
Mi no español. Aduana.
Derecho.
Okay. Gracias.
Despacio, con cuidado.
Okay. Gracias. ¿Dónde es aduana?
A la derecha. Right.
Aduana?
Andaba moto. La moto acá. You have to take the right line.
Okay.
And go straight across the bridge, and then you will find a place like this.
Well, that was one of the easiest borders I've ever crossed. That was very simple. Although there was a long line of cars, they made it very easy. So, super happy about that. Need my keys. Got my keys. Alright, so now I need to find a hotel somewhere and wait for Evil Villain 42. She won't show up for another 7 hours or so. So, it'll be a while before I see her. In the meantime, I'm going to go find something to eat, something to drink, and grab a place to stay here in Paraguay, or Paraguay. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. The Spanish people say Paraguay. English people say Paraguay. I guess I should go with the Spanish ones, huh? They live here after all.
Oh, and by the way, I went looking for hairspray again today. No hairspray. Still, no hairspray. It is not going to happen in South America.
Well, we had a wonderful visit in Ascension in Paraguay, and we stayed at Caesar's house. His wife is Nancy, but she's a little sick at their beautiful home here. So now we're gonna take Evilville number 42 to the bus stop, and our next location will be east of here somewhere. Not sure where we're heading, but eventually we're gonna head to these falls that look a lot like Niagara Falls, but supposedly they're better. Well, she would know. But the bike is ready, and huge thank you to Caesar and his family for hosting us for the night. So we're about to get on the road.
Okay, we've dropped off the Evilville number 42 at the bus station here, and our drive today is going to be about 3.5 hours. In the meantime, I got a new pair of sunglasses. So what is this, number 7 or so? Hopefully these will last a while. I'm not counting on it, but crossing fingers.
From Ascension, Evilville number 42 would get on a bus to the city of Caguazu, and the plan was that I would follow her. However, I got sidetracked for a really good reason, and I decided to go somewhere else.
¿Y ahora de dónde venís? ¿Cómo es tu nombre? Sí, ¿dónde velar aquí? Yo voy ahora en San Bernardino. All right, what are the chances of being in South America and finding a guy with a paramotor on the back of his car? So we pulled over and we talked to each other, and he's inviting me now to his flying club. So how cool is that? How cool is that? I mean, what are the chances? Of course, Evilville 42 is heading off to another city. She's probably going to be pissed because I'm not going to show up. I'm going to go to the flying club instead. But you know what? You only get so many chances at meeting people that also fly, especially in South America. So we're off to the flying club.
In awe at my good fortune of seeing a car carrying a paramotor in the middle of South America, I couldn't help but to think once again how much my God loves me. And at his invite, I followed my new friend Ruben to a private airport. And I would really like to tell you where I followed him to, but I have no idea. Just somewhere in the middle of Paraguay. A silver platter. That's how I refer to these special things that are given to you out of nowhere. Today was supposed to be just a day of driving, the non-stop need to put in miles to get to a destination that's merely a resting point. But out of nowhere, I was handed a silver platter. The destination was changed, the miles stopped, the driving could wait. Today, I was supposed to be somewhere special. And as I set up my wing, I couldn't help but feel so grateful. My life is full of silver platters. My cup is overflowing, and today I would drink and be thankful. Today was made for me. As my new friend Ruben launched, I couldn't wait to join him. I am constantly met by good people wherever in the world I go. Maybe good intentions attract good intentions. Maybe for some reason I was supposed to meet him. We don't speak each other's language. We don't know each other's lives or their goals, but we both love to fly. And that's enough. A friendship built on just wanting to be like a bird. Amazing, majestic, breathtaking. None of these words could truly describe this small piece of heaven that by chance I was invited to. Aviation is in the blood here. It is in the air. It is in the people. Everything about this place breathes the spirit of flying. And oh, how gorgeous it is once you finally feel your feet lift off the ground. Everything about this place is beautiful. From the freshly cut grass to the smell of airplane fuel in the air, the laughter and the joy from the pilots of all different kinds of aircraft come together to share the joy of flight. I was in a circle of friends. I was in a family knitted together by a common passion. I was amongst people who, like me, wanted to experience the most out of life and to share it with others. I was in heaven.
Well, welcome to Paraguay. How beautiful is this? Beautiful lake, and look at that sun. Oh, amazing. Wow. Add another country to the list. I've now flown in Paraguay. I am so happy I got to fly. I am just so happy. 2 really amazing flights right in a row. One in Argentina and then now here in Paraguay. And look how beautiful is this. One couldn't ask for a better flight. I mean, look at this. Plus friends to fly with. How cool is that? So if you like the content on my channel, hey, you know, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe and like the video if you actually liked it. But better than all that, please write to me. Write me a comment. I'd be happy to hear from you. I'd be happy to hear from you, not for you. But I will write you back. Yeah, I'd be happy to hear for you. I'm happy to be here for you. I'm happy to be flying in Paraguay for you. How cool is this, huh? Well, I talked to Evil Villain 42. She's not really that mad. She's actually happy that I get to fly, so that's cool. That's what's cool about her. You know, she'll be mad for a little bit, but then she gets over it quick. So she went on to that other city, and she's just gonna wait for me there while I fly, and then I'll meet up with her tonight. So I'll tell you a little bit that I know about Paraguay. Their money starts with the G. It's like the guaranier or something like that. And it's 7,500 of those to $1. So do the math. I went to the ATM and I felt like a billionaire coming out of there because I got so many bills. There is a huge German population here and European population. Huge Jewish population and Italian population as well. A lot of Europeans come here and they started fleeing to here in the 1900s, and then they did it again after, or just before World War I, and then of course after World War II, or during World War II, and then when COVID hit, a ton of Europeans also came here. So people use Paraguay as kind of like their place of solace when they think the world is going crazy. And so there's, of course, a lot of Spanish, because the Spanish, of course, founded the place. But it's interesting because, I mean, here at the airport, I'm hearing German and English. I'm hearing every language possible. And a lot of people speak English and German here. So it's kind of a mismatch of a lot of different types of people from a lot of different places. What else is cool is their constitution, from what I understand, is a lot like the United States. So it's kind of nice. People feel more free here. You can seed the farms 3 times a year, which is nice. So a lot of people escaped early on in the 1900s. They escaped poverty and came here. And you work for 20 years and you can actually retire. So I'm liking Paraguay. It's beautiful. The climate is amazing. And of course, look, the trees and everything. It's just a beautiful place. Kind of a happy little place. Very peaceful country. I feel very at peace here.
I could have stayed and played in the treetops forever here, but silver platters are only made to serve you once, and with the sun coming down, I knew my time here had come to an end. I had eaten well from the bounty of this place. I had enjoyed the gift of a fleeting friendship and the servanthood of those partakers of this field of dreams. I was satisfied. I was thankful. And my heart was full of joy.
Sí, gracias.
And then I was looking for you and you were turning away. Okay, you turned away. So I'm going to film the other guy with the sunset. And all of a sudden I turn right and I see.
I am here with Ruben and Roy, and we're at the airport here in the middle of Paraguay. So happy. Roy is actually a pilot for gliders?
For gliders and airplanes.
Nice. And his English is phenomenal. So I've been using Roy as the translator all day.
And before I forget, we should probably check in on evil villain number 42.
Try not to use the bathroom on the bus. Just trust me on this. Don't use the bathroom on the bus. And still no hairspray, but I give up at this point.